Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video at the Pharmacist Academy. Woo! So first of all, I just want to say congrats to the people who are able to land a PGY1 residency. This is something that's getting very, very competitive. So if you were able to get through the competition and the obstacles and actually land a program of your choice, then that's really, really impressive, so congrats. So right now you have about less than 2 weeks until you start this residency. Now, despite what they told you during the interview or what you actually know about this residency, it's okay if you feel like you still don't know what to expect during your PGY1 residency. Now, I completed a PGY1 residency and also a PGY2 residency in oncology. And I also have a lot of friends who have completed residencies. So basically, I know a lot about residencies. Now, I was blessed to have this opportunity. So now I feel like it's my turn to, give back to you guys and also, help you out as you're going to start this new journey. So without wasting any time, let's dive right into it. First things first, you are there to learn. No one is expecting you to know it all. So it doesn't matter if you had a 3.9 GPA in pharmacy school and you're going into a residency. Keep in mind that you will be doing rotations in different areas of specialties, right? And let's say you're going into critical care. They don't expect you to know critical care in and out, okay? You may have that general knowledge, but not that detailed information, okay? So your preceptors are very aware of this. So that's why you're doing a residency, so that you can learn the detailed information. So of course you're not a student anymore, but still you should try to be a student, meaning that you should take notes when you can. You should ask questions. You shouldn't be afraid to just show that enthusiasm and show that you want to learn, because that's what you're really there for. Despite everything that's going to happen during your residency, right? You're there to learn and be trained. Next, you will be stressed sometimes. Yes, you will be stressed. Please keep this in mind. And simply because you're going to have so many things to do sometimes that you will start to second guess yourself, right? Some people, they start to feel down when they don't know certain things. They were killing it in pharmacy school, and now they started this residency and they're not, doing that great. It's okay. Sometimes what you learn in the books is totally different from how you apply it in clinical practice, okay? So just keep that in mind. Don't beat yourself up too much. Be prepared to want to give up. There's going to be times where you're going to get too overwhelmed. You're going to be thinking about giving up, but do not give up, okay? You're going to be losing sleep, all right? So keep that in mind. Sometimes you're going to have a lot of things that you have to do, a lot of projects. You have your regular rotations, but then you may have your RPD may want you to do something else, or even a director of the pharmacy. Try to laugh about it. Try to make the best out of it. Try to find the good in everything, and pace yourself during this journey, because it's a long journey. It's a lot of ups and downs, but if you know what you're getting yourself into, you should be okay, and just try to take it a day at a time. Time management is key. So important. You will have a lot on your plate, like I mentioned earlier. Presentations for your rotations, topic discussions with students, right? Sometimes you may have students from pharmacy school that are rotating at the site, and your preceptor will basically allow you to precept the students, right? It's not like you went there and asked the preceptor. They're just gonna hand the student off to you. They just want you to get that experience, okay? So they're not trying to do harm, right? They really want you to gain that experience so that you could use that to your ability in the future, let's just say. Coordinating pharmacy school recitations. This is something that I had to do. So on top of my residency, there were days where I had to go to a pharmacy school to coordinate recitations, and sometimes I had to grade papers and stuff like that, okay? Answering drug information questions, working on your research project, right? This is something that I'm sure all PGY1 residents have to do, a research project. And this is something that's already there before you even start your PGY1 residency. You have to do a research project, right? So you already have work waiting for you for you to begin. And this is something you'll be doing the whole year. So with that and all your rotation stuff on top of that, sometimes it could be a little bit too much. So try to manage your time so that you could work hard and play hard. And it's very, very important, especially when you're doing a residency, because sometimes you're going to have ups and downs, and you just need that time to unwind and just relax your mind. So set reminders if you need to. Use the calendar and create a to-do list if you have to, because a lot of things are going to come up and you don't want to forget. You will work long hours. A PGY1 residency is not an 8 to 4 job. It's not a 9 to 5 job. Most of the times you'll be working an extra 1 to 2 hours. And sometimes you may be on rotations where, let's just say the attendant, right? He's the early bird. So he decides that he wants to round at freaking 6 a.m. or something. So you have to get to the site at 6 a.m. And it doesn't matter the fact that you got there at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. You still have to stay at the site till 4 or 5, right? You don't get to leave early because of that. Preceptors are different in their own ways. Very similar to pharmacy school, right? We have good preceptors, we have bad preceptors. You're going to have preceptors who are strict and they do everything by the books. And you're going to have some preceptors who are like pretty laid back and, they don't really care much. And you may have preceptors who will go above and beyond to make sure you're learning. So you're going to get different types of preceptors. But please, no matter what type of preceptor that you get, make sure you're still the best that you can be. Do what you need to do. Get the best out of all your rotations. Think of your residency as a job opportunity, because that's really what it is. You want to make a good impression every single time. Feedbacks, you're going to get a lot of these. It's actually required for residency programs to document feedbacks, all right? So they have this Pharma Academics, if you guys are familiar with that, where you go and you leave feedbacks about the rotation, and also the preceptor will give feedback. Sometimes feedbacks may not be something that you want to hear, but you want to make sure you're able to handle it. So if you get a bad feedback, don't beat yourself up. It's not the end of the world. Just try to find out how you could improve, and don't forget that you're there to learn and be trained. Rotations can impact your future. Now, most people go into their PGY1 with plans of doing a PGY2. And majority of us, we are not really sure what, we want to specialize in or what we want to do our PGY2 in. Now, your rotations are meant to help you determine which specialty is really for you. Because when you start your PGY1 residency, you may have core rotations, but then there's going to be rotations where you get to select what you want based on your own interest. All right, so don't prejudge rotations. Try to begin each rotation with that, eagerness and ready to learn attitude, okay? For example, you may claim you don't really like pediatrics, but, once you go on that rotation and you see the role of the clinical pharmacist and how they're so involved with the team and they do so much, trust me, you're going to fall in love, and then you're going to want to do a PGY2 in pediatrics. So do not prejudge rotations. Your co-residents are in this with you. Now, if your site has other pharmacy residents, all right, take advantage of that opportunity. Simply because they're on that same journey. They go through the same thing that you will be going through. Make time to hang out with your co-residents when you're done with all your work. You could grab some food, get a drink, share a residency experience, laugh, plan things together, gossip about preceptors. You didn't hear that from me. Network, network, network. Always keep this in mind throughout your whole residency. You will have so many opportunities to connect with other pharmacists and other healthcare professionals, right? When you go to clinical meetings, all those other residents that you meet, or students or program directors, residency showcases, students on rotations, right? They're students, but you could still network with them, because remember, they're going to graduate one day. They're going to have jobs. They could be your colleagues. They could be your boss. You never know. drug company in services, right? So usually in the hospitals, drug reps, right, from companies, let's say like Pfizer, they will come to the hospital, do like an in-service where they give a presentation about, let's say, a medication with food for the staff, right? That's a good networking opportunity. Connect with everyone. Do not go into your residency thinking you're a resident, so you feel like you're on top of the students, or you're about to be a clinical pharmacist, so you feel like you're better than the staff pharmacist over there. Please do not do this, all right? Try to connect with everybody. You could do this by simply just making small talks with everybody in the pharmacy. You want to do the same with the physicians when you go around, the nurses, the respiratory therapists, because you're going to be in this hospital for at least 1 year, right? So you're going to be seeing these people over and over and over again. Try to treat everybody like you would like to be treated, regardless of their title, okay? So don't suck up to the attendant physician and then look down on the housekeeping staff, right? If you say good morning to the physician, make sure you're saying good morning to the housekeeping staff. Treat everyone with respect. This goes such a long way, guys. Please do not forget this. Greet people when you see them, like I mentioned already. Ask people how they're doing, and just try to make small conversations. And that would be the end of this video. I mean, there's so many things that you may want to consider before you go into your PGY1 residency, but I gave you the top 10 from my opinion. So if you felt like it was helpful, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with anybody that will be starting a PGY1 residency. I know this is a new journey. It's a long journey full of ups and downs. So a lot of people get scared about it. But, take a look at this video and hopefully, you learn a few things from this video that will kind of help ease your nerves a little bit and give you an idea of what to expect. Make sure to connect with me on these social media platforms. Thank you for watching this video and peace out.